All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the other side of the coin, and we are back again with another live stream. It's been a while since our last emphatic victory against Everton. This is the first time we've gone live, so it's timely, of course, as we are leading up to a big clash in the FA Cup semi-final against Manchester City. So we've got a lot to talk about, ladies and gentlemen. As soon as you come through, smash the like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe. Make sure you've got the bell notification on as well to keep in touch with all my content. Big up to each and every one of you guys that has joined in already. Big up Valen. Big up long time no see, Miz. Yeah, man, I miss you, bro. Hopefully you're going to be there for the Manchester City watch along. Most likely we'll do just before the match a members calling. So make sure you're there, Valen. If not, I'm sure I'll see you sometime very, very soon. Marcus, big up to you. Rest in peace, Rant Man. Also big up Miz. Yeah, man. Yeah, massive condolences to Rant Man's Abradeep Saha's family. What a fantastic human being he was. It's still such a shock, man. Like, honestly, it's still such a shock to the system. Like, you guys would have known. I literally had him on my channel just 4 months ago. And we used to constantly talk on the DM. He used to always DM me. Every time Chelsea were doing bad, he would DM me. It was just a fun-loving person. So this entire situation that he went through, it's a massive shock. And then obviously now he's passed away. Rest in peace. But he'll never be forgotten. He'll never ever be forgotten. But yeah, big up to you, Marcus. Sufyan, assalamu alaikum. Uncle Miz, wa alaikum assalam, my brother. Iotuba, good day, Miz. Good day to you as well. Ruth S, big up to you. Aaron, big up as well. Valen saying Nagelsmann turned down Bayern. Yeah, I mean, I guess he probably feels that it's just not the right time to go back to Bayern Munich. Who knows? Maybe after the Germany gig is over, he perhaps might just do that. But yeah, anyway, regardless of that, ladies and gentlemen, big match coming up. And I tweeted something out late last night UK time, early my time. I said this team, this manager, our club under this new ownership, we've got to start. Big up to DAOF, big up Chelsea Empire, man. Good to see each and every one of you guys, man. Really good to see you all. Aman, big up to you as well. This set of players that we have, the squad that we have, the manager that we have, and this club in general, we need to now start showing some form of maturity. Some form. I'm not saying complete maturity, but some form of maturity. What I mean by that is we have an opponent in front of us in the FA Cup semi-final. Big match for us. Big match for them as well. I'm pretty sure, they'd probably be very devastated off the back of their Champions League defeat and the way they've been eliminated out by Real Madrid. They were the defending champions. I'm pretty sure they probably wanted to do the repeat, to be able to win it again. So they'll look for a reaction. However, I want our squad, I want our manager to sense blood. Show me some level of maturity. What I mean by sensing blood is this Real Madrid team were absolutely knackered by the end of the game. Like, they were tired. This Manchester City team, they were absolutely knackered by the end of the match. They were tired. They just couldn't run. There were moments where I saw Rodri was just walking, literally walking. And Manchester City, they don't have too much of a gap, like until this obviously semi-final. Like, I think they only get two days off, whereas us, we've had a healthy period off until until the semi-final comes around. So you best believe this Manchester City team, it will have to be heavily rotated. It will have to be. I can't imagine Manchester City fielding a very strong team. And that being said, even their rotated team is very, very capable and strong as well. But we need to take full advantage of this. I don't think they're going to be gun-ho coming at us with 100 miles an hour and just counter-pressing us, absolutely suffocating us in our half. I feel like they might be somewhat tired. Now, I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong. But from a logical standpoint, you'd think Manchester City should be tired for this upcoming match. So having said that, I fully hope that our players and our manager takes full advantage of this, seizes this opportunity. Go out there with a lot more energy than them. Don't let them dictate terms all the time. Take the game to them, push them, stretch them out. Make them sweat and get them tired quicker. And who knows, by doing that, hopefully we find some openings. Hopefully we can get a goal, a couple of goals, whatever the case. For me personally, I don't think you could have played Manchester City at a better time than this. This is the most perfect time. This is the perfect case scenario for us, in my opinion. Now, whether we're going to do it or not, that's a separate story. Whether we're going to seize this opportunity is a separate story. But I feel that the situation is built up in such a manner that you'd be foolish. You'd be foolish not to push Manchester City to the limits. Because I feel they could be down right now. They could be hurt and down right now. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are, ladies and gentlemen, before we look into some of the news. Obviously, we want to talk about Enzo Fernandez. Looks like Mauricio Pochettino is a little bit confused about Enzo Fernandez. We want to talk about Jan Maatsen. He wants to leave Chelsea Football Club. And why not? I suppose he's doing the madness at the moment at Dortmund. And we also want to talk about Ramsdale. Aaron Ramsdale is actually being linked to Chelsea. Like, this is legit. Chelsea are actually looking at him. So before we talk about that, let me know how you feel about the whole idea of sensing blood with Manchester City. Daniel saying, Ms. Wembley record is not good and great. Yeah, I hear you. But for a second, we need to forget about the whole Wembley curse. Like, we need to focus that this opposition that we're playing is potentially not going to be 100% gun-ho, full of energy. They should be tired. Valen, thank you so much for the super chat. Manchester City players are tired. Less day off. Pep has no time to prepare. Chelsea have a week to prepare. Manchester City are low on morale. Full-time 3-0 City. Valen completely built that up and then destroyed me. Daniel Knight, big up to you, my man. What do you think of seeing Reece James back on grass? Hopefully he can stay fit for next season. Yeah, I mean, what's there to think? I don't think he'll feature this season. I don't need him to feature this season. Get fit, and hopefully I get to see you for the entire season next season, if you can stay fit. Magic, hi, Miz. How do you rate our chances after City's Champions League exit? I reckon we could nudge a win in extra time, maybe even through pens. Yeah, look, I feel it may go to extra time, and hopefully we can do the damage in extra time. I'm hoping we can just beat them in 90 minutes. We should have a lot more energy. We should have fresher players and mindset. And we need to pick up this victory. This is a very, very big game. Our season kind of hinges on this. We want to make Europe. What better way to make Europe, and by Europe I mean Europa League at least, what better way to do it than, winning the FA Cup and going straight into the Europa League? I think this is probably the best opportunity for us. Match against Manchester City and then the final. 2 games, 2 wins, and you're into Europa League. As opposed to in the league, who knows what's going to happen. Lumi, Miz, what happened to All You Can Eat Chelsea? So what happened to that is Eunice is actually away on a work trip for 3 weeks, I believe. So this is why it's a bit off at the moment. We'll see. Maybe we'll try and organize something next week, but that's the situation for that. Our future hangs off this game, and rest in peace, Angry Randman. Yes, rest in peace, Angry Randman, indeed. We needed All You Can Eat Chelsea before tomorrow. Yeah, I know, man, but no Eunice. I guess we could just do myself, Matisse, and Baba, but yeah, it just when all 4 of us are not there, it just doesn't feel right. So I'll see. I'll leave it up to Matisse. Sufi and Raza, Miz, you were one of the few Chelsea content creators that rated Maatsen. It's crazy how some disrespected him. Best up and coming left back in the world football. Look, we'll talk about Maatsen. To the OGs, to the originals of this channel, when we all got to see Maatsen the very first time under Frank Lampard, Frank Lampard first season. Sorry, Frank Lampard the first time. Maatsen debuted in a FA Cup maybe, or Carabao Cup. I can't remember which one. Maybe it might have been FA Cup. He debuted against Plymouth Argyle, I believe. And he came off the bench. And from that day, I just had the feeling that this guy's going to be the bits, honestly. And we'll talk more about that 100%. Bella, once again, thank you so much for the super chat. One thing that is guaranteed for this match against Manchester City, Pochettino will do something that pisses off the fan. It's written in the stars. Look, do you know what? It's crazy. Poch, he's got this way where he's kind of made the fan base, when the matches are on and the way we see our players playing and our team playing and how he manages, everyone gets so upset and they want Pochettino gone. As soon as the match is over, the next day, the following day after, you see a lot of fans saying, nah, keep Poch. It's crazy. When the match is on and when you see the performances, everyone's Poch out. Well, after the match, a few days later, everyone's back on the Poch in again and they're defending him, this, that, the other. Look, can Poch turn things around? Of course he can. Can he get us all convinced to a certain degree? Yeah, of course. But it's going to take consistency. Fantastic victory against Everton. Did not expect that. I think a lot of you guys didn't expect that. But yeah, for me, that's just a one-off. I need to see more victories like that on a regular basis. Or else I'm just going to have to say that as an anomaly. It's a one-off. 100% it's a one-off. I don't want to see Ben Chilwell left wing again. This Pochettino guy must be sacked for Bournemouth manager De Zerbi or Nagelsmann. Bournemouth manager? Oh, okay. Whoever's managing Bournemouth or De Zerbi. Nagelsmann's staying at Germany, by the way. If you guys don't know, Nagelsmann has agreed to stay in Germany as the German national team manager for another 2 years, up until the World Cup, looks like. William M, exactly, Miss. This fans are watermelons keep changing. Yeah, it's crazy. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's check out the first news. Mail Sport understands Pochettino is mulling over whether or not to bring Enzo Fernandez back into the starting 11 against Manchester City and won't decide until tomorrow. And we've also got another news over here saying Chelsea have been boosted by the return to training of Enzo Fernandez and Axel Desassi. So both of them are back. Brian CFC, thanks so much, my man, for becoming a member for 3 more months. Appreciate that. Is Madueke calm now? Big up the big ups and up the chills. I'll take a penalty shootout win all day long. Look, I'll take it. Any way or form to make it into the final, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'm not going to be greedy. But of course, I feel like we should be able to beat them in 90 minutes, knowing that they should be tired for this upcoming match. Now, Enzo Fernandez, ladies and gentlemen, as you saw, Mauricio Pochettino is mulling over whether or not to bring Enzo Fernandez back into the starting 11 against Manchester City and won't decide tomorrow. What's your thoughts? Live chat, let me know what your thoughts are. I want to bring up some of your comments. Look, we got a very good victory against Everton. There wasn't any Enzo Fernandez. Classic double pivot, Caicedo, Gallagher. They've done excellently. They've done extremely well. Both of them performed very, very good. And it's not a surprise because Mauricio Pochettino, you can see that there is a certain trait that he needs in midfield. There's a certain characteristic that he's looking for in the players who are in midfield. And that characteristic, unfortunately, is not Enzo Fernandez. I love him so much, more than you can believe. A lot of you guys know that I love Enzo Fernandez a lot. But I think it's clear to see, and I've said it many, many times on my channel and other channels as well, that Poch doesn't know how to utilize Enzo Fernandez, and Poch doesn't want to utilize Enzo's skills because he uses Enzo Fernandez and he almost uses him like a Moussa Dembele type of a player or a Wanyama type of a player. That's just not who Enzo Fernandez is. So, Enzo Fernandez obviously has a bit of an injury cloud over him. There's rumors that perhaps he may need surgery. Do we get him to do the surgery? Do we just rush him back into the team? Now, there are certain opponents that Enzo Fernandez does give the right attributes for Mauricio Pochettino. And one of those opponents is Manchester City. A couple of times we've played Manchester City this season and we've looked pretty good. And both the times, like Enzo Fernandez has actually been very, very good. But having said that, what would you guys do? Like, do you just keep the same midfield? Does he waltz back into the team? What would you guys do? Do you disrupt the winning combination against Everton and just allow that to see what happens against Manchester City? Or do you go, do you know what? That might have worked against Everton, but it may not necessarily work against Manchester City. Horses for courses. What's your thought? I feel like this is a game where perhaps Enzo's ability to have more control on the ball against the team that is going to potentially try to box us in. You need players that are going to be comfortable on the ball. It's not so much of the running around. You need more technical quality. So I wouldn't mind seeing Enzo back, but at the same time, against certain oppositions, just for the sake of Pochettino, I probably would bench Enzo Fernandez. But having said that, how would our sporting directors feel about that? How would our owners feel about that? Enzo Fernandez cost a lot of money. Enzo Fernandez got a long-term contract at Chelsea Football Club. I think recently we even saw news stating that we perhaps are looking to trigger that one more contract extension. Like as if the contract isn't long enough, we want to trigger one more year. And we want to do that for Mudryk as well, apparently. But it's a conundrum. Like Enzo Fernandez is a big player. It cost us a lot of money. Pochettino is a manager. There's a question mark. Is he going to stay next season? Is he going to be the one that we build around? And if that's the case, then How does this dynamic work? How is this dynamic going to work? So let's see what you guys all have to say, ladies and gentlemen. Kuba, I'm sorry. Poch has to figure out a way to bring Enzo back and keep the intensity in midfield. I still think Everton was shambolic all over, and we are giving the team too much props. Look, I don't want to be that type of a fan. Had we lost that match against Everton, we would have smashed our team. We won emphatically. And we won against a team that, honestly, they're very organized. They're very organized. Yeah, they might have had an off day against us. No problems. But I don't want to take anything away from our team. Now, I'm not saying this to all of a sudden big up our team that, oh, we are back. No. It's just one game. I'm not saying that we are back. I need to see that match over a 10-match period. Then only I can say, okay, maybe we're back. But I don't want to say that, oh, Everton was so poor, that's why we were so good. No, I genuinely think we were good. Like, we were damn good in a lot of the facets of the game. Yes, we were still shaky defensively. We were still shaky. We can't expect it to be watertight defense when we know there is a defensive issue. But I don't want to take anything away from the team. I really don't. But yeah, it has put a spanner in the mix in terms of what do you do with Enzo Fernandez. Ayusha, big up to you. Want to be positive about the semi, but our recent history is not encouraging. Haven't won against City since Champions League final. That's just mad. If we win, it'll be a miracle, but which Chelsea will show up? Yeah, look, I do agree that if we win, it will be a bit of a miracle, but I think this is probably the best time to play Manchester City, knowing that they should be tired. Yes, we haven't beaten them since the Champions League final, and I think in this season, especially the last game, the one that we drew, even the first one, the earlier one, 4-4, I feel like there were moments where we could have taken the game, but obviously the team being young and somewhat inexperienced probably just couldn't close out the game. Kamaldeen, big up to you, my man. Thank you so much for the super chat. We have a great advantage over Manchester City, who played 120 minutes in the Champions League. So we need Enzo in this match to control the midfield. Fair enough. Fair point. Kamaldeen is saying we need Enzo Fernandez to control the midfield. Is that how you feel? Let me put up a poll. And see what everyone thinks about this. Should Enzo come back to the starting lineup versus Man City? All right. Take participation on the poll, ladies and gentlemen. I think this is going to be a very, very interesting topic to talk about leading up to the match. Lonwabo, big up to you. It was also the best time to play Burnley, Sheffield, Miz. Let's just be cautious. Now, you're right. But see, this is what I mean. Like, you're absolutely right. It was the best time to play Burnley. It was the best time to play Sheffield United. And look what we did. We've screwed that up. This is what I'm saying. Is the team learning? Are the players learning? Is the manager learning? Is the team capable of sensing blood? Opposition is down. Opposition is tired. Opposition's morale would be down. Is the team maturing? Like, if the team's not showing some level of maturity, then what are we doing? What's going on? Do you know what I mean? Like, when are they going to learn? Are they ever going to learn? User Enzo has the most misplaced long balls this season for Chelsea. Enzo bringing control is a myth. Yeah, look, I'm not gonna sit here and try and disagree that Enzo's not been good. Of course, Enzo hasn't been good. his stats, long balls, yeah, fair enough. I get you. Maybe it's definitely not been him this season. Obviously, injury has an issue to play with that as well. But we also have to understand: have we set up the team for him to perform at the highest level? Like, we need to ask these questions because it's important. It's very, very important. We wonder why some of our players, when they leave Chelsea Football Club, they go to other teams with better setups and they perform well. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Christian Pulisic. Yeah, you can even say to a certain degree, okay, Kai Havertz, perhaps. I mean, I don't buy it, but there have been moments where he's done well at Arsenal, better structure. Jorginho has done well at a better structure. Of course, overall, they've still had those similar issues, no problems, but better structure has allowed them to put up better performances as well. And there's more examples of players leaving Chelsea Football Club and essentially doing well. Like Ian Maatsen, for example. Ian Maatsen is a classic one. It's not that Ian Maatsen, he was doing poorly at Chelsea. He never even got a chance. Goes to Dortmund. He's in the Champions League semi-final. So Enzo Fernandez, you just need to look back to his Benfica days. You just need to look back to his Argentina days. And you have to say that surely there's a player there. Even Enzo Fernandez last season under Graham Potter, you'll have to say that, surely there's a player there. Like, surely we're not doing something right. But of course, at the same time, there is an element of him not performing well this season as well. But I think that element is linked with the fact that our manager is not setting up the midfield in that manner. Do you know what I mean? Brian CFC. Thank you so much for the super chat. My boy Caicedo got to be on point tomorrow. Yep, of course. All right, let's go to the next bit of news, ladies and gentlemen. Next up, Ian Maatsen wants to leave Chelsea on a permanent deal this summer. According to information, the Blues are already informed about the player's plans. Release clause, 35 to 40 million euros. This is coming from, I believe, Patrick Berger. Yeah, and he's a specialist when it comes to German news. Very, very reliable, along with Florian Plettenberg. This news is believable. This news is believable for multiple reasons. One, Ian Maatsen, he don't want to come back to Chelsea if he's going to be a fringe player again. He's in the Champions League semi-finals for Dortmund. Dortmund's no Mickey Mouse club. He doesn't want to come back to Chelsea if he's not starting. Full stop. If Chelsea cannot offer him a starting role, it's game over. It's game over. He will demand this time. He'll not be tippy-toeing around anymore. He will demand a start because he is playing for a very, very good club, top club in European levels. And he's the starting left back and he's doing excellently over there. So that's one thing. Second thing, financially, we need the money. He's an academy product and that means pure profit for us. So both the perspective, it makes sense. Maatsen doesn't want to be coming back and just fiddle around. He wants to start. Chelsea's looking for pure profit. So for me, this news makes sense that it's going to happen. I wish it didn't. I wish it didn't happen, though. I wish he was playing for Chelsea Football Club. I wish we utilized him a lot more. Look at the way Rafael Guerreiro gets utilized by Thomas Tuchel. Rafael Guerreiro provides such an outlet for Bayern Munich on that left side. That's exactly how we could have utilized Ian Maatsen. That's exactly the type of player Ian Maatsen is. He's like a winger who is deployed as a left back. Their ability to go up and down the channel and provide such an attacking threat. Ian Maatsen's crosses, Ian Maatsen's vision, his passing, and his ability to score goals as well. How we didn't even bother to utilize Ian Maatsen more regularly when we had all of those injuries in our team. Honestly, it saddens me. We could have utilized Ian Maatsen a lot more for his skill set that he has. But we didn't. We opted for height. And the strange part is Ian Maatsen was actually deployed a lot in the preseason. That's the strange part. He was actually given quite a bit of opportunities. And then when the season started, yeah, no bother. And then he was all of a sudden not part of the plan. And even to a point where even Ian Maatsen recently said that, yeah, it didn't work out at Chelsea, and I'm not really sure why. Like, even Ian Maatsen doesn't know why it hasn't worked out. So, look, it's sad. I knew from the very first moment I saw Ian Maatsen when he debuted for Chelsea Football Club years ago, that Frank Lampard first time. I don't know whether it was the first season, but it was the first. It might have been the first season, actually. But yeah, it was in his first stint. And Ian Maatsen, when he came off the bench, and this was a young Ian Maatsen, I think it was 17 back then. Young Ian Maatsen came through, and it was explosive pace. At that point, I was just only looking at his pace. He was just so fast, rapid. Then he got himself a couple of loans. Some, I think, didn't work, but then the Coventry one was okay, very good one. And then, of course, the Burnley one last season was he was in the Championship Player of the Season. I think Burnley's Player of the Year, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know, could be. But it was a very, very important player for Burnley. Burnley even wanted to buy him in the summer window earlier on this season. So yeah, it's a shame. And you know what the funny thing is, ladies and gentlemen, we're looking for a left back. Apparently, we are looking for a left back, and we have a left back right in front of us. But as I said, financial implications, pure profit, this, that, the other, kind of overrides. Before we get into the Aaron Ramsdale news, this is what I was talking about. We're linked with left backs. We're looking for left backs. Chelsea may sign left back Vandalen in the summer and send him on loan to Strasbourg, price 15 million euros. Another player looks like from Palmeiras. We love the Brazilian players, man. We love a up-and-coming Brazilian youngster. And we want to send everyone to Strasbourg. How many players can we actually send to Strasbourg, ladies and gentlemen? Every young player that we're linked with from Brazil, we want to send him to Strasbourg. Do people know that if Chelsea buy these players, I think you can only loan out 2 at a time to a particular team? So, and the mad part is, like, we have a left back. We have a left back, but we're looking for another one. We already have Cucurella. We already have Chilwell. We're looking for another left back. But yeah, as I said, there is implications of that financial fair play, and that's why we probably want to sell Ian Maatsen for pure profit. Kuba, Miz, what do you think about the recent theories that Poch was using Colwell as left back because we are lacking height in the team? No, he definitely was utilizing Levi Colwell for that particular matter, for the height. I think it's stupidity, man. Like, if you're just utilizing a player for the height, and what did the height do? What benefit did height do for us? We still conceded. We were poor when it came to set piece defending. We were leaking goals left, right, and center from opposition headers. So what did that height give you? So it's not about the height, really. It really isn't even about the height. It's about the organization. You're not organized. You can have all the height in the world, and if you're not organized, you're going to concede goals. Simple as that. Blue Cold, we're building with Poch, and Maatsen doesn't suit him, so Chelsea fans should give it a rest. Yeah, well, in that case, we might as well just shut up shop. We might as well just shut up the YouTube channel, shut up everything, shut up all the news publications. My man, people are going to have opinions. You may not like it, but people have the right for opinion. So just give your opinion and move on. And if that was your opinion, well, then kudos to you. Robbie, can't Strasbourg buy him themselves? I mean, 15 mil is not a lot. Yeah, I mean, they potentially can. Now, I don't know whether they need the asset to be under Chelsea's name. I'm not really sure. I'm not sure why things get done the way they get done, but I'm certain there has to be some sort of accounting implications around it. Henry Danger, big up to you. We're still getting cooked no matter what. Fair enough. The Chelsea Charmer. Colwell was poor at left back. Poch made him look bad playing him there. Confidence breaker. Yeah, no, I agree. Absolutely agree. Chelsea Empire, big up to you, my man. Poch cost us so many points early on with his lever. Colwell at left back. I hope that's under review, especially looking at Maatsen at BVB now. It's mad. I mean, I wonder how our sporting directors feel about this whole situation. Lever Colwell left back, Maatsen out on loan. I wonder how our owners feel about this. Yeah, unnecessarily playing Lever Colwell at left back and destroying his confidence. He's not a left back. And then, you have a genuine left back who's got great attacking abilities and is no mug when it comes to defending it either. In the likes of Ian Maatsen, then you let him go on loan. Did that entire situation make sense? For me, it didn't. Now, Aaron Ramsdale has interest from Chelsea as well as other Premier League clubs and clubs abroad. I don't understand this, ladies and gentlemen. Aaron Ramsdale. Why Aaron Ramsdale? This guy can't even get a match for Arsenal. This guy has been abolished. David Raya has come in. And I don't even think David Raya is like world class or something. David Raya is all right. He's a good goalkeeper. Fair enough. Yeah, he's good on the ball. Okay. Maybe he's a tad bit better than Robert Sanchez. But it's not like astronomically better. Aaron Ramsdale has lost the place to that type of a goalkeeper. And now we're linked with Aaron Ramsdale. Aaron Ramsdale is probably even less than, he's probably less talented than Petrovic. I think Petrovic is a better shot stopper than Aaron Ramsdale. And Aaron Ramsdale on the ball is really poor. Petrovic is not great. In fact, he's probably just good on the ball, but it's probably not as bad as Aaron Ramsdale. So I don't understand this Aaron Ramsdale. I hope we don't even bother. But apparently he's in the list. Like, it's mad. Absolutely madness from me. Absolutely madness from Chelsea Football Club if we are even considering looking at him. Like, we may not get him, but the fact that we are linked to that goalkeeper, that's stupidity for me. Each club that is in the new FIFA Club World Cup will receive 50 million euros just for participating in the competition. The winner will get 100 million euros. All right. That's fantastic. That's fantastic news. 50 million euros just to participate. We are going to be there. Some of the so-called European giants like your Arsenal are not going to be there. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think Salzburg has taken Arsenal's spot. So yeah, look, 50 million euros, they'll go a long way, of course. We should take that competition very seriously. I think that will start next season, end of next season. So I think it's going to be in 2025. It will not be this season, of course. It'll be in 2025. I think it's in America as well. And it's a full blown out competition. And it looks like it's a competition that you have to take seriously. Okay, let's take some of your comments now. What do you think about Lunin, the current Madrid goalkeeper? He's number 2 when Courtois is back. we could get him for less by including Kepa, and Kepa wants to leave. Look, I mean, Lunen's good, no doubts about that. He's a good shot stopper. We need more than just shot stopping, you know. Like, we do need some form of ball playing ability. If you want to play out from the back, if you want to build up, you need a goalkeeper who's very comfortable on the ball. Now, I don't know whether Lunin is. I've not watched Real Madrid close enough, and that match against Manchester City, Real basically just booted anything that was deep, and they weren't really bothered about build up and whatnot. Yeah, I'm not really sure whether Lunin is the answer. Yeah, great shot stopper, but I don't think Petrovic is a bad shot stopper. We need more than just shot stopping. Do you know what I mean? Whenever Miz is positive, Chelsea lose or draw. Look, I'm not even being positive. I'm just saying Chelsea should seize the opportunity against Manchester City. I'm not even saying that, oh, we're gonna win. What I'm saying is, if this team is maturing, then they should be smelling blood. Manchester City played 120 minutes. Their players are tired. You should be sensing blood. Now, if you think that is me being positive, well, I'm sorry. I'm not even saying that, oh, we're 100%, we're winning this. No. I'm just saying that we cannot be playing like cowards. We shouldn't be playing like cowards in this match. We should have a game plan. We've had far longer period of time to prepare as opposed to Manchester City, who literally played yesterday. Belladonna, you're deluded. No Real stars are going to come and join this fiasco. Is Lunin a Real star already? Wow. Look at the poll. 168 votes. Should Enzo Fernandez come back to the starting lineup versus Manchester City? 49% yes, 51% no. That is incredible. The fan base is split on that poll. I want to take a few more comments. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, take a moment right now to smash the like button. Nearly 300 of you guys are live right now. Smash the like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. And hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Edivaldo, big up to you, my man. Pep Guardiola has all of you thinking that a goalkeeper must be good with his feet. It's not just Pep Guardiola. Well, maybe he's the one who first started this. Yes. He's probably the one who first, kick-started this revolutionary thought. But there's a lot of teams that now play in this manner where they want to keep the ball. They want to be able to build up from the back, move into midfield, move into attacking areas, beat opposition press, not just lump the ball up forward and give possession away. So a lot of teams are trying to do this now. Even teams from the Championship are trying to do this. Do you know what I mean? James Atwood, big up to you. It'll be a City win. They've lost the treble. There's no way they'll give up the double to us. Well, I'm not expecting them to just roll over and just give up. No, of course not. It's going to be a fight. But what I'm saying is, surely they should be tired. Like, unless they're superhuman. Because I saw those players in extra time and they could not run. Some of them could not run. Some of them had to be taken off. As Pep Guardiola said, they said that they couldn't carry on. Pep said KDB, Erling Haaland, and I think another player, they couldn't go on. They wanted to be subbed off. Bookie, only reason we beat Everton because Gallagher didn't play the 10. Look, that's probably a good shout as well. Gallagher playing 10 kind of ruins our attacking rhythm. Ibrahim Siddiqui, Miz, what about the Dortmund keeper? Yeah, the Dortmund keeper is not bad. Yeah, I've seen a couple of matches of Dortmund. He's actually not bad. Yeah. That's a good shout. I will take a couple of more comments. Let me just end the poll. 51% is saying now Enzo Fernandez should start. So it's swung all of a sudden. Now 49% is no. Enzo Fernandez shouldn't start. I'll give it a few more minutes and we'll wrap things up. Someone is badly trying to call me, so we might have to wrap it up right now. But yeah, big up to each and every one of you guys. I'll catch you guys soon. We'll do the match preview tonight, UK time. Probably might do a live on that as well, so do look out for that. Until next time, everyone, take care and catch you guys later. Smash the like button and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. See ya. Bye.